Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to your first feature game of this Sunday morning. I'm your host, Jason Stitcha. DC Corruption in blue versus the Boston Storm in white. Early dump in by Corruption, but the Storm are going to dump it right back out into the meshing there. That has happened a lot this tournament. And so the face-off will happen in the Corruption offensive zone since the clear happens in that area. Face-off taken now, won by the Storm. They will take it behind their own nets. Waiting now, forward play. Pass to the corner. Sarov with the pressure. And Jake Smith tried to poke it away. Keith Ingram is able to keep it in. He will shoot. Goaltender makes the save. And Jason Laliberte able to keep it in. Hit it to Jake Smith, who gets the shot off, but it does not get past the defender. Storm will take it up. But Jason Lopez is back to retrieve. Corruption choosing to change up their lines for this contest. Right now it is Sarov, Keith Ingram, and Jake Smith. Jason Laliberte with the steal. Kicks into the corner. And Keith Ingram will try to retrieve. He is able to keep it in. And the Storm are able to clear it out. That will go for icing. So the faceoff will happen back in the offensive zone. The Sarov, Keith, Jake Smith line coming off. Jake Berube, Brad, and Dan Sullivan on this new look second line. The defensive pairings remain the same as far as I know. Peter Doe and Ben Ryder out there for Corruption's defense. Referee's taking a second, making sure everyone's set and ready. Storm goaltender working out some gear issues, and the faceoff is won by the Storm. Good job there by Jake Berube. Pass to Brad, it doesn't get to him, but Ben Ryder is able to keep it in. Brad will try and retrieve in the corner. Storm are able to clear it out. It's going to go for icing. So another icing by the Storm forces the faceoff back into their defensive zone. DC Corruption with good pressure so far. This game is happening at 10:30, a little after 10:30 actually. The game before ours went to overtime, so there was a bit of a delay there. But Corruption fully awake and glad that their game is not at 7 a.m. like it was yesterday. Centering pass by the Storm goes off their teammate's foot. Peter Doe back for it. Centering pass, but it goes to Dan Sullivan. He will take it behind the Corruption net. Hits it up to Ben. Ben will hit up to Jake Berube, but it is hit away. A good job by Brad in getting the puck back to Jake. Shot and a save by the goaltender. Dan hits it up to Brad, but it goes off his foot. Oh, good centering pass to Jake Berube. He's got a chance, but the goaltender makes the save. Brad to Dan. Dan back to Brad. Brad with another attempt at a centering pass does not connect, and it goes out of the zone. It's going to go for icing once again. The Storm not able to get the puck out of their defensive zone without icing it, and that is a credit to the hard work put in by this Corruption team. They have maintained pressure all throughout this tournament, have had plenty of quality chances throughout this tournament, but so far not getting a win. They have 2 ties and 1 loss, but no win. This is the playoffs, though, so we hope that our fortunes change here. JP back to David. David with a point shot, but it's stopped at the stick of the defender. But Boris is able to keep it in. He will take a long shot that goes off the defender as well. Owen to JP. JP to Ryan Kelly. Ryan Kelly with an attempted centering pass, but it's broken up. Dumped into the sideboards by the Storm. Good stick there by Boris. A little bit of physicality there. Nothing wrong with that, though. Storm with an attempted shot, gets through traffic, but is wide of the net. Oh, wraparound opportunity, does not go in, fortunately. And David, fortunately, is able to get it out, but not without committing an icing infraction. So it will come back into the Corruption defensive zone. A little bit of discussion between the Corruption bench and Ryan Kelly.
Can you put tape on that end of that?
Ryan Kelly ends up with the puck. He will backhand pass it to Boris. Hey, I have tape in my bag if anyone needs any. It's right there. The referees telling one of the corruption players to tape the butt end of his stick for safety reasons. It is in the rule book, so it has to be done. Ryan Kelly able to keep the puck into Boris. Shot, but it goes off the defender. JP will continue to pressure here. He gets it to Boris. Boris with another shot, but again, it goes off the stick of the defender. Storm taking it behind their own net, hit up the boards. And a cross-ring pass, and the shot is saved by John Romps. Tie in the sky. The Storm still end up with its centering pass, but it goes to JP. But a turnover there, but a good block by Owen in front of the net to prevent it from getting to John Romps. David with a good lobbing pass to get it out of the zone. Keith Ingram has it now. He gives it to Sarav, who gives it back to Keith. But there was a collision and the play was broken up, but it's still in the zone due to Sarav, but only for a moment. It's out now. Keith Ingram with a good whack there. He has it. Dumps it in to Sarav. Sarav is able to get to Keith, but again, another type of bodies. But good work by Jake Smith there getting the stick down. It is out of the zone now. Jason Laliberte lost his stick, but he's still running back for it, using his feet. Outstanding defensive work there by Jason Laliberte, recognizing the fact that he can still contribute on that play, even though his stick was lost. Jason with the shot goes well wide of the net. And good keep by Keith Ingram. Shot saved by the goaltender. I believe with the blocker. Keith Ingram in the corner now. It's getting a little rough. Keith on his knees and behind the net. Sarav chips it up to Jake Smith. Jake Smith will dump it to the referee's feet. Keith Ingram now getting checked along the boards there. He still has the puck. Shot. It went to Sarav. Sarav was able to get a bit on it, but not enough for a quality chance, and the goaltender was able to swallow it up. So another quick change here for corruption. And the faceoff will happen in the Storm's defensive zone. Hit out by the Storm. Jason Lopez is back for it. He hits it up to Jason Laliberte. Laliberte with stick in hand, dumps the puck into the corner. He will retrieve it. Pass to Brad. Brad with a chance. Oh, the goaltender is able to make the save. Jason Lopez is able to keep it in. He will dump it to Brad in the corner.
Nice, Jason.
Good cycling there by corruption. Dan Sullivan with it now. He will give it to Jake Ruby, but it's intercepted by the Storm, but kept in again by Jason Laliberte, who is certainly playing hard right now and playing physically. Lopez tried to hit up along the boards. It was intercepted. Good stick there, though, by Lopez to break up that pass attempt. Laliberte taking a couple whacks with the stick. Jake Ruby steals it. He's not able to get out of the zone, but on the second effort, he's able to get it to Brad. Brad to Dan now. It's offside. His teammates have to touch back up. Dan very alertly retreats back in the defensive zone. Gives it to Jake Ruby. His slap shot is stopped by the stick of the Storm. Good keep by Ben Ryder. Chips it into Brad. Brad will try to chip it back up to Ben. It does not go. And the Storm are able to hit it out. Shot. Oh, and fanned on it. I think John Romps might have had a piece of it. I'm not entirely certain. The Storm now with the long pass up to the point. Another pass along the boards this time. Good stick there by Jake Berube to break up the shot and deflect the puck high. Peter Doe back to Brad. Brad tries to chip it to Jake, but it gets out of his reach. Dan Sullivan with the pressure now. Get along the boards. The Storm with some stick work. Jake Berube working against the Storm. Shot. Does not get through traffic. Ben Ryder hits it up to Jake Berube. Jake Berube has Ryan Kelly with him. Tried to pass, but it was broken up. Ben Ryder is able to dump it to the corner to Jake Berube. Berube with the puck now. Oh, centering pass to Brad, but a great stop by the goaltender there. Had Brad elevated a little bit, he probably would have had a goal there, but that's unfortunately how it goes sometimes. Behind the net now, Brad pressuring. Ryan Kelly doing the same. Jake Berube's going to come off for a change now. Ben Ryder able to keep it in. Storm player able to get by Ryan Kelly. Long shot taken high over the crossbar. Goes back to the Storm player. Forces out now for the Corruption. Pass to the corner. Does not connect with anybody. The Storm still have it. They will take it behind the net. Centering pass, but that will do it for the end of this period, folks. The score is 0-0. Corruption having several quality chances, but none of them finding twine as of yet. We hope that changes in the second period. This first period of action brought to you by America, land of the free. We'll see you in a bit.